to DeVore Range. DeVore Range is where they had the ruck hold. They're only going to start with 43 teams. Only 43 teams are going to start in this event. So they ended up having a cutoff here. They made the decision that because so many teams still hadn't made it to DeVore Range on time, they decided to cut those teams, not make it here. This is the first time I've seen this in 11 years. Part of it is just because it pays to be a winner. They made it very clear in the tactical land navigation. They made it very clear in other aspects of this on their competitor handbook. The reason you want to push faster maybe in the Derby Mile during transition time, the reason you want to push faster on tactical land navigation is because you get this additional rest time. If you're trying to kind of chill out or be a little bit too slow, or even if like there are lane things that are keeping it slower, if you made that decision to be more towards the pack, back of the pack, then you weren't going to be able to continue on in the competition. So like that almost affected a team that was in 8th place after the 240 machine gun, and almost affected a team that was in 10th place, but hey, they made it. So now we're only going to see 43 teams start this night foot march. I think another thing that's interesting about this year is they weren't able to give, I don't know if they're able to give the actual final standings over here, because they still had to do, they just released Holcomb Range, but they had to then replace Shugart Range, Robinson Range, and Carter Range. So 3 more ranges and a movement they had to add. I don't think they had the time to tell the competitors where they were going to be in that event. So right now, a lot of them are running blind. They're running from where they think they are based off of the M240 machine gun range. So with 43 teams left, that means 15 teams will be cut tonight, because only 28 teams will advance to night stakes. For the night foot march tonight, we were fortunate enough talking to the assistant non-commissioned officer in charge. We are going to be authorized to be here, obviously, at the start point, see him off. And then we, as media, are going to be authorized for the Ranger Association to jump to a different point, a different mile marker. So we'll be able to give you different mile markers around the 8-mile point, the 12, the 15, the 17 and a half, and 20. And we'll be able to give you updates based off of how teams are doing, where they're placed at, what's kind of their overall pace. And so throughout the night, you can either check on it or, see it tomorrow morning before day stakes. So only 43 teams are going to start the foot march. Foot march time is going to probably begin at approximately 8 p.m. I think it was scheduled for a 7 p.m. start before, but obviously we've got to get this game moving. We have a hard hit time tomorrow at 08 out in Columbus, Georgia, over at the A.J. McClung Memorial Stadium. That's right next to the Civic Center. So we've got to make sure those 28 teams are identified, get them through night stakes, and then begin our first day ever out in Columbus for the day 2 event. So we got a lot popping, a lot happening right now. Oh, look at this. Wow. You're about to have your 44th team make it. Check this out. You're going to have a team finish their overall movement run. Holy crapola. This is wild. They're going to finish their overall ruck movement. That's their range movement. They're going to take out their IBA, their plate carrier, put it in their ruck, readjust their equipment, and then they're going to be the 44th team added to the event. And look at that. We got 2 more. You're going to have your 45th, your 46th team as well. Oh, my goodness. So you have a team who is just grinding to try to get and clawing themselves to keep staying in this competition. They're going to have 0 rest time, and they're going to have to go right into a unknown distance foot march, between, your assumption is at least 15, at max 22 miles. So now you got the support team 2. They're coming, making sure that they have their emergency call radios, making sure they got their land nav stuff. That way they can get them in the comp. 43. So we got 44 team, 45 team, 46 team. Wow. Saved by the Bell. This is wow. I've never seen this before. So imagine your body right now. You are kicking and screaming and clawing yourself just to get to this point, to have the opportunity to join the foot march. I'm sure you are elated and happy right away, right now, that you did it. But then you immediately have to go once the gun shoots, and you're on the foot march, and you're foot marching 15 to 20 miles. So you're happy at one point, but then you're also sad because you remember, oh my gosh, I still have to move out 15 or 20 miles. Woo. So let's do a. We'll go scan, check in once this vehicle drives by, figure out who it was. Who's gonna make it? So we got team 55. Team 55 made it in. Team 40 made it in. Team 55. Team 40. Team 55. Team 40. Oh my gosh, it looks like they're going to start the foot march too. These teams are going. Woo. Oh man. And they're starting teams too. Oh cow. Okay. Pays to be a winner. Go, Jack. Let's go, baby. Hey, John. What are we doing? Good grind, boys. Here we go. One step at a time. Go, Martino. Let's go. All right, so you got the teams up front that are planning to win it. They're running a 10-minute, probably faster than 10-minute pace. You got the teams that are just kind of jogging just to get forward. And then you got the teams right now that are very happy to be here. And this is a pride thing, like, I am going to finish. You ain't going to stop me. And that clock, I believe, is still going right now. It includes these three teams back here. So technically, your last place teams are over here and they're ready to rough as soon as they cut everything. Team 55, Team 40, Team 28. So they're in it. So we're going to have 46 teams in this competition for the night foot march. All right. First time since this happened in 11 years. Pretty exciting. Pretty cool to see the grit and resiliency that these teams got. It's been motivating as heck if you see one of those three teams finish and make it into day two. To think that they grinded just to get to here, work their butts off, and then they're going to advance. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to the 8-mile point. We're going to go the long way, obviously. We don't want to be driving into competitors. At that 8-mile point, I assume we'll go live 80 minutes from now. So about an hour 20. So that puts that 9:20, I think, will be the next time that we'll actually go live. And then we still got, look at this grit right here. You got teams still pushing it. They ain't gonna push. You can push out. Love it. It's awesome. That is motivating as heck right there. Mr. Brent? 12. Let's go. Hey, keep pushing. This is motivating as heck. Resiliency at its best, boys. That is awesome. Great attitudes too. There ain't no quitting them. They're never gonna quit. That's awesome. All right, so we're gonna check out. Maybe see 80 minutes or so. My assumption is we're going to see Team 36 way out in front. They are at another endurance level that even if you aspire to be at, I don't know if we're going to get there anytime soon. So, see about 80.